Hey, hello everyone. Basement Tapes number 201 here. 201 we call it. 1970 is upon us and 1970 football by Tops. What a gorgy set, everybody. I know I talked a lot about the 1969. I'm a big fan of the older football cards. That kind of wanes as the 70s go on. Topps done got lazy, both in baseball and football, and perhaps the other sports as well. But right now, we're at 1970 Topps football cards. Says here I have 262 of these cards, which I believe is a complete set of this here thing. Again, this might be my favorite football set. I think it's classy. I think the photos are great, but I think the design is absolutely spectacular. 265 cards, according to Beckett OPG. Let's get you on the screen there. $5.24 average value, $1,388 total value. Complete set of these will run you between $400 and $1,000 for 263 of these. It says the 1970 Topps football set contains 263 standard size cards that were issued in two series. The second series, 133 through 263, was printed in slightly lesser quantities than the first series. The set was issued in 10 count, 10-cent packs, which came 24 packs to a box. Card fonts have an oval photo surrounded by tan borders. At the bottom of the photo is a color banner that contains the player's name and team. A football at bottom right contains the player's position. The card backs are done in orange, purple, and white and are horizontally designed. Statistics, highlights, and a player cartoon adorn the backs. In the second series, card backs have offensive and defensive linemen. Card backs of offensive and defensive linemen have a coin rub-off cartoon rather than a printed cartoon, as seen on all the other cards in the set. O.J. Simpson's rookie card appears in this set. Other notable rookie cards in this set are Lem Barney, Bill Bergey, Larry Brown, Fred Dreyer. Sorry about that. Whatever the heck his name was on NBC. Mike Garrett, Calvin Hill, Harold Jackson, Tom Mack, Alan Page, Bubba Smith, Jan Stenerud, Bob Trumpy, and both of the Gene Washingtons. OJ, of course, leads off. This is the top, the podium here, gold medal, I guess you would call it, in this Olympic year. Let's see who finishes out the top three here with Orenthal, James Simpson. Number two would be Joe Namath, no surprise there. And tied for third would be Bart Starr, Alan Page, and Dick Butkus. Yeah, I am crowning this my favorite football set of all time. 263 1970 Topps. According to TCDB, the teams are the Falcons, Colts, Patriots, Bills, Bears, Bengals, Browns, Cowboys, Broncos, Lions, Packers, Oilers, Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, Vikings, Saints, Giants, Jets, Raiders, Eagles, Steelers, Chargers, 49ers, Cardinals, and Redskins. Errors and variations. There is a Lance Rentzel, 113A, has his name in red, and 113B has his name in black. And the same could probably be said for Calvin Hill, 260A and 260B, the red and the black variety. I'm going to check out what I have there. I think I might have both, but I could be wrong. Hall of Famers, 52 of them. We won't go into that now. There are a lot of football players in there with their Hall of Fame cards. Rookies, there are 95 of those, so we won't go through that list either. OJ, of course, is the big gun there. There were posters and Topps glossy inserts, which we'll go over in upcoming episodes of this little run of shows. Comments. Let's see here. 3 comments for a football set, which is huge. As a new member, I was asked to talk about my first pack of cards I ever opened, said Dolphin QB. It was the 70s Topps football. Not sure what series, but the first card I saw was the super glossy Bob Greasy, my favorite player. I didn't get the whole set as money for cards was scarce. It was the first set I fully collected 20 years later. It is still the set, along with 69, that I pull out to look at. I'm agreement with Dolphin QB there. 69 and 70 was be hard-pressed to find two better-looking football sets back-to-back there. Simply Phil says, the set is loaded with stars and Hall of Famers. Key rookies are Simpson, Page, L. Brown, Stenerud, and B. Smith. Davey9 says, Lem Barney, Belfar, and Tombstone Jackson rookies. Let's look at the boxes here. There's some wax packs, green and red and yellow and white. One stick of bubble gum. You can dazzle your friends with that free 22-karat gold-plated ring again. 10-cent packs, 10 cards a pack. One stick of bubble gum. There is the 30 card for 25-cent cello pack box, and I have several of those on eBay right now at that 70s card store if you're interested. Fun little quirky items from yesteryear. There's a wax pack. There's a cello pack. Moving on here, let's see if we can find some trivia associated with this. The 1970 top set contains 263 cards. O.J. Simpson's rookie card, number 90, is included in this set. This is the first of 12 consecutive years in which Topps did not have NFL licensing. So no logos or logos on helmets. There aren't that many helmets in this set. I can't think of any. I'm not saying they're not there, but that is a great point. 70s or barren for NFL logos on Topps cards. Fleer would have a go at it throughout the 70s, those crazy people from Olney. But Topps just said, heck, we just need the players. We don't need the league. The league, crazy to think that the league would not try to get part of this money grab by being involved in football card royalties. But whatever. Maybe that's why it took a while for the NFL to catch up to baseball, perhaps. The gallery here are the cards. Gorgy, front and back. Man, you just have to look at them, and the photos are great too. Topps did a stupendous job here. I love everything about these cards. Love seeing Verlon Biggs there in Shea Stadium and Ralph Neely with the Cowboys with every pad in the locker room on at one time. Harmon Wages is there for a perfume commercial, but they asked him to put a football uniform on anyway. Dan Connors, number 55. Gino Capoletti, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, I love this set. I love the backs of the cards. Since Dolphin QB talked about Bob Greasy, let's look at Bob Greasy here without the speckles. Card number 10, it has his passing record from 1969 as well as his lifetime records. He's 6'2", he's 190, age 22, years pro 4. He went to Purdue. Bob Greasy, the Dolphins' top draft pick in 1967 after 2 All-American seasons at Purdue. Bob won the Cleveland Touchdown Club Award as the best college player of 1966 and the Chicago Tribune Award as the outstanding player in the Big Ten. Bob guided Purdue to a 14-13 victory over Southern California in the Rose Bowl as a senior. Bob posted a career passing percentage of 57.1. Copyright TCG, printed in USA. Bob majored in industrial economics. 2 + 2 = 4, according to the back cartoon. You go on. There is not a bad card in the house here. Bubba Smith is questionable, but I wouldn't call that bad. He just looks like he is a victim of a kidnapping. Yeah, there's Lance Rensel with his black and his red and black. There's old Bubba Smith. Look at that. Taken probably in the dugout at Memorial Stadium, I guess. Norm Snead, great Eagles uniform. There's 00, Jim Otto, and so on and so on. So that's the 1970 Topps football set. I'm declaring here that is my favorite football set of all time, and I'm not afraid to announce it. And Basement Tapes, number 201.